It was the release of this book which sparked the controversy. Singh challenged the accepted version of history here, blaming some of the most revered figures in India's independence movement for partition. Jinnah, the so-called father of Pakistan, has been a hate figure in India, but this book allocates blame on others for the torturous creation of the Pakistani state. You seem to indicate that you feel India has an issue or a problem perhaps with confronting the history of the relationship between India and Pakistan.
Yes, we have been manufacturing history, inventing history. For example, India has demonized Muhammad Ali Jinnah, just as Pakistan has demonized Mahatma Gandhi or Nehru or Patel.
Do you think that Pakistan should be governed in the way it is at the moment, or it should be governed in a fashion that is more akin to a secular style of government?
Religion not having anything to do with governance is a central tenet of modern day governance. What can governance be but anything but secular? If you build a road, you can't say I'll build it only for a particular community, or a hospital will be for a particular community. It's an absurdity. Modern day governance requires equality of treatment for all citizens, which in essence is secular governance. But
so you think then that Pakistan should be governed in that way?
Pakistan should be governed as best as they think they want to govern themselves. That all citizens...
Which in your view is what?
Which in my view is that all their citizens ought to be treated equally.
You say in your book that the modern mind can't understand Islam precisely because it is a totality. What do you mean by that?
And I think India understands Islam much better than the West does. You see it as an adversary. We see it as part of the Indian vividity.
Do you take some responsibility for the state that the BJP now finds itself in?
I feel bad that a political house in which I lived for 30 years, that house is not in a good shape, and that house, the occupants of the other occupants of that house, chose to show me the door.
I'm asking you a very personal and direct question though, because you've been such an integral part of that party. Do you take any responsibility for the state?
Of course I take a responsibility for everything that the party has done up till the moment of my exit. Till the day that I was a member of the party, I'm responsible for everything that the party has had to do or done, achieved or failed to achieve. Of course I am. I don't transfer my share of responsibility to any of my colleagues.
Would you ever work towards a more progressive BJP?
The party needs to move its thinking to the 21st century.
And it's failed to do that so far?
What?
It's failed to do that so far?
Otherwise I wouldn't say it. It has become sycophantic, full of time servers. These were not the ideals with which we began. The purpose of the political party was service of the nation.